from Baltimore, two people we should know about, but we really don't, until Kevin Grace and actor Clayton LeBouef made it their crusade to tell us. And here we are. You know what? I got to start off. You got to be very proud, because if not for you, we don't know about Joe Gans. You know that.
Yeah,
Kevin Grace.
The reason why I did this, every day you turn into Channel 2 or any other station, you see the murders, you see the crime, the drugs, things going on shady at City Hall. I said, we need a hero, something to sink our teeth into. Everybody knows the UB Blakes that, matter of fact, Joe gave a job to at the Goldfield Hotel in 1907, where the post office is. They know the Thurgood Marshalls, Babe Ruth, list goes on, and but nobody knows Joe. And a 42-round fight, and very courageous.
42-round fight.
Yeah, and fighting during a time of Jim Crow segregation. Matter of fact, he was a champion, and it was a $30,000 purse. He only got $10,000 of it as a champion.
A champion from Baltimore. And then there you are. You're reading the book. Clayton, of course, the star of Homicide, The Wire. 25 years ago, you were doing something in this studio.
Yes, it was called The Eagle and the Lion, and it was a co-production with WMAR and the Arena Players. It was a play called The Eagle and the Lion, and I portrayed Emperor Haile Selassie.
So here you are, you're reading a book one day, and you find out about Miss Davis.
Yes, it was called Shakespeare in Sable by Dr. Errol Hill, who has since passed. And I was doing a play at Center Stage, and I have a wonderful relationship. At that time, Irene Lewis, the artistic director,
right.
Rick Davis was the dramaturg, and I told them about this book that I read. I was doing research, the early stages of writing and researching about a Baltimore-born woman named Henrietta Vinton Davis, who went on to achieve outstanding achievement.
Clayton, she was the first African-American woman to tour doing Shakespeare.
Yes, she actually was introduced. She did Lady Macbeth at the Ford's Opera House in Washington, D.C. And as we find out more and more, she went on to work with Frederick Douglass at the Recorder of Deeds office. She had a regular job.
Any family still here? Or?
That's what we are trying to find out. Right now, our research over these many years has not produced any children. She didn't have any children, no family, but the city paper, I have to just show what they've done. I mean, Lee Gardner sat down with me. I shared the story with him.
Good.
And he truly has done a marvelous job, and I thank him and the city paper for letting Baltimore know about both Joe Gans and Henrietta Davis.
Here's Joe. It was 100 years ago today, this very day, that Joe Gans died at his mom's home on Argyle Street. Up until that point, that was the largest attended funeral. 10,000 people came out.
Yeah. There was about 104 carriages that the funeral procession, and he had white dignitaries, black dignitaries, and like I said, boxing and horse racing at that time were the golden age of sports. So he was a celebrity. And a couple of weeks right before he passed away, Jack Johnson, who he was good friends with, heavyweight champion, won in Reno July 4th. He took the spotlight, and Joe was a quiet man. And of course, folks know about Jack Johnson being a little more boisterous and charismatic, and he kind of took over the spotlight, and unfortunately folks forgot about him. But luckily the city, Stephanie Rollins, they gave me
show these. These are the proclamations from
Joe
the city.
Gans Day, and
Joe
also
Gans Day, and look,
Baltimore County as well.
Garden went all the way.
Yes, and I've got to definitely show some love. He stepped up to the plate, and he promised me that he would say on the Senate floor in the congressional records about the achievements and accomplishments of Joe Gans, and he was a man of his words, and he said it last Wednesday on the floor.
Let's put it up on the board here about today's event. It's going to be Boxer Joe Gans Day. I'll call it day. 12 to 1 today. Go over there to Mount Auburn Cemetery. It's the 100-year anniversary. And Clayton, thanks so much for coming in. Don't stay away so long.
No, it's been too long.
We also have a street ceremony, Argyle and Hoffman Street off of Martin Luther King and Pennsylvania Avenue. We're going to dedicate a street to him in his memory. So that's at 2 o'clock right afterwards.
Two men making sure we know about our history.
Thank you so
much. We'll be right back. Stay with us.